All right, today we're going to be testing two of some of the most popular rib recipes in Texas. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Barbecue Test Pit. My name is Craig, and if this is your first time here, this is where we test rub, sauces, seasonings, grilling accessories, and let you know if it's worth your time to try it, buy it, or just forget about it. And today we're going to be putting Goldee's rib recipe up against Bar-A BBQ's rib recipe, and then I'm going to be making one slab that is my original recipe. So not using any kind of binder or anything today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content I've been putting out, and leave a message in the comment if you've been to either of these places and what you thought of their ribs or what you think I should test next. So for the first slab of ribs, just mine, I'm just going to be using my regular signature Memphis style rub, and I know it's not Memphis style if it goes on before you cook them, but this is the way I do it. It kind of makes a glaze. For Bar-A, we're just keeping it simple with 16 mesh black pepper, and no binder on any of these, and seasoned salt. And I know Rio or Cooper Abercrombie from Bar-A BBQ says they use the Rio spices seasoned salt. I did order that. It did not come yet. It's supposed to be here yesterday. I don't know what's going on with the mail. So I am using the Fiesta seasoning, season it all. And I'm just going to put a little on the backside. I did remove the membranes on all of these because I don't like the membranes on them. I don't care if you do or not. Do what you want. This is just my way of doing it. You can do it how you want. For the Goldees, you can tell it's a little bit different looking rack. This one had a chine bone and stuff to cut out. These two racks are both Prairie Fresh. I know Bar-A uses Prairie Fresh a lot. This rack is Duroc because I believe Goldee's using Duroc Pork spare ribs, and this is just the Goldee's all-purpose barbecue rub, which is a super good rub on pork. Not a huge fan of their brisket rub, but definitely a huge fan of their all-purpose rub. I didn't think their brisket rub was all that good. So we're going to turn these over and season the other side. All right, so these are all seasoned up. We're gonna let these sit here and rest for a few minutes, about a half hour. Let the salt and everything soak in. Get the smoker fired up to, we're gonna start off at 200 for about an hour, hour and a half. See what the color we got looks like. Using white oak. That's all I got in this area. I can't get post oak unless I get it shipped from Texas, and I'll just buy white oak in my area, which is still hard to find. So let these sit here, get the smoker fired up, and we'll come back and throw them on. All right, so it's starting to rain, so that's great. Smoker's up to temp. Ribs been sitting, looking really nice. Color's sticking, so we're gonna go ahead and get them on here. All right, we got them on, and we're gonna let them roll here at 200, between 200 and 225 for say hour and a half. We'll come back and check on them and see if they need any spritzing. All right, been about an hour and 10 minutes, and we're gonna time to check on the ribs. We got my handy dandy sprayer with apple cider vinegar, water, and probably way too much Worcestershire sauce dumped into it. So we're still racking around 215, and the ribs are looking good. Of course, you can't see it in there. Everything's gonna steam up in this weather, but ribs are looking really good. Starting to get a little cracking back here where they're getting dry. Right there's a little. So these ones up here still look kind of moist, and the ones at the back. So we're just gonna give them a slight spray here. Just help grab with that smoke. Gonna spray them all, screw it, but just give them a little bit. I'll keep checking on them every half an hour and spritzing them as needed, and we'll be back and see what they look like here in a little bit. All right, so it's been about 5 hours, and I don't know if you could see in there or not, but can't see shit. So there's one slab, nice, they're not, they're bendy. Got some, starting to get some pullback. We're cooking 275 now. I've been spraying them every half hour, 45 minutes, keeping them moist, and they're getting there. Still rolling at 275. All right, so it's been about 6.5 hours, and the ribs are off. We have really good pullback on the bones. Great color and really good flexibility. It is time to pull these, and this is the Goldees all-purpose rub. We're going to put their glaze on. Their glaze, they don't really tell you what it is. On YouTube I just seen that it was a lot of sugar, a lot of sugar. Some cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, apple cider vinegar. We're gonna go ahead and, this is the Goldees glaze. I made it to the best that I can. I'll leave the description or the ingredients in the description below on what I made this in. I just added stuff until it tasted good. And this one does have a little bit of pepper. It's clogging my spout, so that's fun. The 3 pieces of pepper that I have in here. Get something to fuck with that now. All right, so I got my tip circumcised, so now my sauce comes out. And they glaze these pretty heavy, so we're going to glaze them pretty heavy as well. And top and bottom. That's probably, let's say, 1 cup to half a cup. And we're gonna wrap these tightly. Set them off to the side here, and I'll grab the Bar-A bun. Here's the Bar-A. You can see that a piece of chunk is coming out here from my tongs. Grabbed it earlier. Still really good flexibility. Really good color. And pull on the bone. And their glaze you can find online on their website. I'm not going to tell you what it is because you have to pay $5 for it, and I did, so do you, and it helps support their channel, and I'm not going to take money out of somebody's pocket. So I'll let you know in the end if this is worth the $5 or not. But we're going to just cover these just like we would with what we did with the Goldees. Flip them over. Cover them up. Wrap them in foil. And I'm gonna let these rest until they come down to about 140, 145 degrees. And I know you're probably wondering what I did with the other rack. That was my signature rub. It was pouring rain earlier. It's like 26 degrees outside, so it's not ideal to be out here cooking and smoking meat. But I wrap my ribs. These go unwrapped until you glaze them, and then you wrap them when they're finished cooking. I wrap mine around 180, 185 degrees. I put a little bit of butter and brown sugar in there, and that's pretty much it. And that's what I did when they got there, and I took them off and put them in the warmer. Because they were wrapped, they got done faster than these, so they are in the warmer. My rub's pretty heavily sugared. It's almost like a candied Memphis rub. I don't know. I do sprinkle it on again at the end once they're sliced and everything, but it kind of makes its own glaze in the packaging, in the foil while it's finishing cooking. So that's why it's not out here, but it will be out here after these rest and come to temperature, and we'll try them all together and we can see how they look and what everything looks like, and I'll tell you what I think on both of these, the Bar-A BBQ, the Goldees, and the Bar-A BBQ glazes. They both taste really good. And like I said, I only know what the Goldees has in it from whatever the redhead guy on YouTube is, Behind the Food or something. He was there, and Jalen, I believe his name is, told him it's apple cider vinegar, a lot of sugar, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin. There is pepper in here. There's not pepper in the Bar-A BBQ, but that one, go to the website. I'll put that link in the description. Buy the rib glaze online, or don't buy it. We'll wait till the end, and I'll tell you if you should buy it or not. All right, so the ribs are done. They're off. They're rested. This is mine. This is how they come out. Good pullback on the bones. This is the glaze they come out in, and I'm just gonna set these. I'll set these right here. Keep the juices in the foil. And like I said, this is kind of a Memphis style rub, so we're just gonna shake on some more seasoning, just like they do in Tennessee, and set those over there. Next up are Bar-A BBQ. Yeah, these smell amazing. I'm gonna move them to the side. Just dump these juices back on them. Move them over here, and then we're gonna bring out the Goldees. And I am a huge fan of the Goldees all-purpose rub that they say they put on their ribs, but it makes an excellent pork chop. So it's a fantastic all-purpose rub. Highly recommend ordering it from their website. You could go ahead and order the brisket rub too if you want, but I'm not a huge fan of the brisket rub. I like the all-purpose rub, and we're just gonna go ahead and we'll start with my Memphis style rib. Cut that out there, and you got a nice, tender, juicy, dripping rib. Next, we're gonna go to the Bar-A BBQ. It's a weird rack. Bones are going the opposite direction of the meat. All right, so this is hacked up a little bit, still juicy. So this is Bar-A. And then we're gonna go into the Goldees, which is the Duroc Pork. And great smoke ring on all of these. They look super good. So here's mine, here's Bar-A, and here's the Goldees. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of mine. They're really good. Everybody around here likes them, but this is Ohio, and everybody likes sweet ass barbecue that is so sweet. It's basically like they want to eat competition barbecue for for their barbecue. They think pulled pork is barbecue, and just sugar and Bush's baked beans. So I'm more of a salt and pepper, but we're gonna start with the Goldees, and that is great. Chew through. Right, clean bone, not falling off. And like I said, this is my rendition, my version of this from what I got off YouTube from Jalen telling Behind the Food or whatever it's called, the red hair guy that dyes his hair red. This is it's really good. Now I could eat that a lot, probably like four of those, 3 or 4 of those. Now we're gonna go with the Bar-A BBQ. Just the weird bones in the rib. I don't know what's going on. Bones are falling out. There's still bones open. This is a weird piece of meat. So this is still getting a clean bone. Good bite through. This recipe is from their website. I paid $5 for it. You should too. I like that better than whatever version I came up with of the Goldees. Just a much more lighter, cleaner feeling. They're both really sugar heavy, just like my rub. So we're gonna try that next. Bite through. Clean bone. Not a huge rib guy. I do like this Goldee's rub. I'll have a fucking napkin on a towel. I'm just not sure. There's a lot of sugar in this, but I need something else for a sweetener than sugar. Maybe like some syrup, agave syrup or maple syrup or honey or something. Mine is by far the most mildness on sweetness, but I don't know where these bones are coming from in this Bar-A rack, but there's the flavor on the Bar-A, the sweetness is really good. It's completely different flavor than my flavor and the Goldee's flavor. They're all three are completely different. They're all three really good. The Goldee's rib glaze needs the all-purpose seasoning is fantastic, phenomenal. The glaze, I don't even know if you need a glaze with that seasoning, but the glaze needs something else, molasses or agave syrup or maple syrup or something. Bar-A, I think I would keep it like it is, but I'm more of a pepper guy, so I think I would have had some pepper to this. If you buy the recipe off the website, and I'll put the link in the description. Less sweet, more pepper for me. Mine, I'm gonna keep it just like it is because this is what the people that buy my ribs want, and when they order it, this is what they want. So it's staying that way, and it's still really good. Less sweet, more milder. You could eat more, but all in all, there's no clear winner. Bar-A needs pepper. Goldee's needs something else to sweeten it or balance it, and then mine is just the even, straight up, not too sweet, not spicy, not too sweet. So it's pretty much middle of the road. Anybody's gonna eat it, they're gonna like it, and all three of these you'll be happy with. I'll post the recipe that I use for my rub in the description below, the link for the Bar-A barbecues, and what I use to make what I think is the closest to what they described in Goldee's. So check out my playlist on all my other reviews on rubs and seasonings I've done so far, and like, subscribe, and leave a comment below